Alright, guys, we are joined here with Ferrets. Hello, Ferrets.
Good morning. It is quite early in the morning.
Yeah, you're awake at like 4 o'clock in the morning. You feeling alright?
Well, it's because we have some good news.
Well, yes, that too. So, guys, obviously, the big news that's changed over the past week or so was that we have found out that there is going to be a 3.17.4, which is basically what we said during SitCon and many of our other videos, is that they're going to split it up.
Just for the record, I don't remember this, so I'm just gonna take your word for it.
I will send you the videos of me saying it later, okay? I will go through the hours of footage just so I can send it to you, alright? And then you have to say in Discord, Gamers Caf was right.
Oh, great.
But anyway, but the big news is obviously that, and that raised a lot of questions as to what's happening with the Drake Vulture, and obviously the Corsair, and it's pretty much what we suspected yet again, was that the Vulture is going to be in 3.18, but the Corsair is coming to 3.17.4. The reason why this is pretty much what we expected was because the Corsair is going to be sold at the IAE. From everything I am hearing, it is pretty much done. So it makes sense for them to go through and to sell it at the IAE, have something to sell at the IAE, plus the other secret ships that we're not supposed to know about, that they're most likely working on. And then obviously the Vulture has to come in 3.18 because that's when salvage comes in, and for salvage they need persistence. So yeah, there's a lot of waiting for that. But yeah,
when you say secret ships, you just start getting me all tingly.
Well, we know there's going to be 2 or 3 ships at the IAE, right?
I hope some of them will be straight to flyable, so I can buy some and be like, look, it's shiny.
I would expect probably 2 to 3 ships. I would expect the Vulture, which will be straight to flyable, but like flyable. And then I would.
Vulture is getting delayed though, so.
Sorry, not Vulture. Sorry, Corsair. Corsair. I keep getting them confused because they're both Drake. The Corsair would be flyable, like as in like it's available and you can buy it and also fly it. But I imagine there'll also be a concept ship, and I also imagine there would be another ship that they probably are working on, like some small buggy or maybe an update to the PU, to the rover, not the rover, the Grey Cat. Maybe, I don't know.
Would it be possible that one of the concept ships could be the concept ship that was part of the ship? You
mean the RSI miner?
Yeah.
Look,
just as a concept art, it's not like what they did with the Spirit.
Or with the Orion. Look,
yeah.
They might be able to knock a concept out in the time from SitCon to IAE, if it's like all hands on deck, and if they. And obviously they might have been doing some work on the concepts beforehand as well. Sort of tinkering around with the ideas and stuff. It's possible they might have a concept for it. I would say it's probably like a 60-65% chance.
But I mean, they have like 6 weeks to work on it. So
you can get a concept done in that, yeah.
Yeah, at least like how they did with the spirits. Look at that. They'd like up, and I'm just spitballing ideas here.
Yeah, and look, it is possible. Yes, it depends on how much work they have going at the moment. Like any of that sort of stuff as well. I would say that there's probably other ships that they've been working on in the background that's also secret. Like, we know there is a lot of understood... I'm just going to bring it up here. We know there's a list of other ships that have gone through, and they've been updated, and they've been listed as undisclosed, I think it is. So if we go down to where's that little so here, unannounced, right? So we got unannounced is working on 17 teams, which is mocap and stuff like that. So I'm guessing that is probably stuff like actions, player animations, and stuff like that. We've got unannounced here, which is 12 weeks, which is the vehicle concept art. Now that's one team, VCA, Star Citizen. It's an unannounced vehicle, right? So there's that one. There's another one that is 9 teams. That doesn't seem to have any of the. Oh, it has the European vehicle concept team, US play game team, narrative. Yes, that's probably not a vehicle. Unannounced content, yeah. Unannounced content. Unannounced tech, unannounced content, unannounced content, unannounced feature, content, tech. Here's an unannounced vehicle. So here's one that's 5 teams that has audio, vehicle concept art, vehicle content EU, the vehicle content US, and the VFX. Now that has been in progress for 61 weeks.
That's a long time.
And yeah, and that also has things like VFX too. So that maybe is like a capital ship or something, maybe? Right?
61 weeks?
Yeah.
Well, you see how their current progress is with the freaking the Gidgers and the Javelin, and
Yeah.
they've been in work for how many years now?
Polaris, maybe like something like a Polaris, something that size, maybe.
You know, the Polaris was recently on the roadmap, like a few months back. It's possible.
So, and then we've got, like, for example, here, right? So we keep going down with the list. So that was 61 weeks. So that's right. So yeah, we got 12 weeks for that one, 61 for that, 2 weeks for an unannounced vehicle, which just has narrative. So don't know about that. An unannounced vehicle for 71 weeks.
That does sound pretty large.
Yeah. So this is the vehicle content EU and also the vehicle concept art. We then have.
I wouldn't be completely surprised if they tried sneaking the Polaris in for a 4.0.
So that one was 71. Then we have another one that's 50 weeks, which is the vehicle concept art and the vehicle content EU. Then we have a unannounced vehicle that is due to finish in November. Now this has 4 teams. This has audio, this has the vehicle content EU, this has the vehicle content US, and also the vehicle feature team.
That does sound like a new ship.
So yeah, so that's unannounced. Then we have another one which is 30 weeks, which has the audio, the vehicle content EU, the US content vehicle, and also the vehicle feature team as well. Now this one goes for 30 weeks, and this one's due to finish at the end of October.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's not entirely impossible to potentially have concept art up for the
Well, this isn't.
RSI miner.
These aren't concept art. This is them actually bringing in the ships. This is actual ship working, like them working on ships themselves. Um, and then after that, we've got another one which is 19 weeks. We've got another ship which is unannounced, which is 24 weeks. We've got another ship unannounced, which is only 2 weeks. Now, this one is the vehicle concept art, and this one's only 2 weeks. So we've got the vehicle FX team, that's 3 weeks. And we have unannounced, which is the EU vehicle content, which is also 16 weeks as well. So they're working on at the moment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 vehicles that we don't know about. Out of those 12, 2 of them look like they're going to be finished within the next month or two. So, yeah.
Well, we are in for quite a busy end of the year, I would hope.
So, and the rest of these vehicles we'll probably hear something about. But, like, there's possibly 2 here that might be up for sale at the IAE. Plus, the Vulture will probably be up for sale, although you'll be able to see it probably, but not fly it. And the Corsair will probably be there that you can fly and buy.
Let me check my store credit, see if I have enough. I do not, guess I gotta melt some ships.
But yeah, so like I say, there's possibly 2, 3, 4 ships we might see at the IAE. But as I say, guys, yeah, I would expect the Corsair, like you said, this is what we pretty much expected, was the Corsair's coming in 3.17.4 and the Vulture is coming in 3.18 at the moment anyway, subject to change. To stay in line with salvage gameplay, because obviously at the end of the day they want to bring it in for gameplay for salvage.
Yes.
Now the interesting thing here is if I search for Vulture, Drake Vulture, here we go.
I could always melt the merchant man.
Oh wow, Fez!
What?
Why are you doing this to me, bro? All right.
About melting the merchant man?
Yeah, I'm joking. So the Vulture is not one of the unnamed ships. That is actually on the roadmap. And the Corsair is also not one of the unnamed ships. So we got possibly 4 ships to see at very least at the IAE. That'll be close to finish, if not finished.
Well, remember, as we keep telling other people, just because the work on the roadmap gets finished doesn't mean that the actual thing will be finished. It's just whatever that they are working on.
Yeah.
On that, the thing is finished at that time. It could be something else that they're just working on. You know, I mean...
Hey, so to give you an idea, sorry to interrupt, just to give you an idea, the vehicle concept for the Corsair basically took about a month, 2 months. About 6-8 weeks. Because it started probably in about mid-April and finished in about mid-May. So I would say probably about 4 weeks, 5 weeks. What were you guys saying?
What?
Oh, sorry, no, I was just... Yeah, and you're right, 100%. Just because the work is done doesn't necessarily mean it's there. But that said, if they're getting close to finishing the ship, chances are they will put it up for sale and you'll probably see, at the very least, a hologram, if not the ship on the actual... Yeah. So... But yeah. But what are your thoughts on the 3.17.4, 3.18 Vulture Corsair? Are you interested in the Corsair or the Vulture, or... What are your thoughts?
I mean, I have the Corsair.
Yep.
So.
And I've got the Vulture, obviously. Yeah.
Well, I do too. So
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. So obviously, guys, when those do come out, we'll obviously go through and we'll do a sort of like a morphologist sort of look around the ship show, what we like, don't like, blah blah blah. Obviously the Corsair. Obviously, I'll borrow Fez's. Well, store away anyway. And he'll probably give us a guided tour of it. But guys, let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. Obviously, this video has been helpful. Please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. You want to say bye, Fez?
bye.
And obviously, guys, we will see you at the IAE. Apart from that, have a great night, enjoy yourself, and we'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube.
I love getting demonetized. It's so fun.